stand for our scripture reading this morning? The reading is from Matthew 25, verses 44 to 45. Then they also will answer, Lord, when was it that we saw you hungry or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not take care of you? Then he will answer them, Truly I tell you, just as you did not do it to one of the least of these, you did not do it to me. The word of God for the people of God. Thanks be to God.
Well, I guess we've all been there. I've been there. Hungry when I just couldn't find anything to eat. Although that's pretty hard to do a lot of times for us, isn't it? I mean, so often it's almost like we got too much to eat. We'll open the refrigerator and we've got so many choices, and so maybe then we'll just close the refrigerator because we've got so many choices to eat we can't even make up our minds. So in this country, sometimes it's hard for us to maybe understand that. But recently, I've been kind of crossing over a couple different diets, and so the food items that I can eat is a pretty narrow window. And so I had, as I continued on with my life, the way that I always had, I found that my energy levels were subsiding and going down and going down and going down. I was like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I'd stand up and I'd almost pass out. And fortunately, a friend of mine who knew a little bit more about some of these specialized diets said, just try this. And one of the things, she offered a couple of suggestions. One was drink a lot more water, and I was already drinking a fair bit of water, I thought, but I decided, well, I'll just drink a whole bunch more. And so between that and taking a couple of different vitamins and changing some other things around, I started feeling a lot better. So sometimes, even though we're taking in a fair bit of calories, we need to make sure that we're taking in the right kind of food, don't we? We need to make sure that we're eating stuff that's good for us and checks all the right boxes. And sometimes, even, with the best efforts, I had a friend who recently, when I had the flu just a little while back, brought some soup over and left it in my mailbox for me. And I thought, man, that is great. What a wonderful gift. And that's exactly what the mailman thought. I got this great note. Thank you so much for the soup. How kind of you. Well, you're the best. You gotta take care of your mailman. And so Jesus mentions thirst too. I mean, we've all been thirsty. We all kind of struggle with that from time to time. And again, I know that sometimes I don't drink enough water, even though I think I do. And I'm reminded of the people that are in Haiti that don't even have clean water to drink. And that's one of the reasons why that mission to Haiti and putting wells in Haiti is so important, because water is life. I mean, Jesus, in his time, he didn't have running tap water in every room. He got it. And so he knew that people were thirsty from time to time. And that he could quench that thirst. But we also, face thirst in body and in spirit. I've also been a stranger. Jesus says, care for the stranger. I've also been a stranger, and there's probably, ironically enough, there's no place to feel stranger than when you're visiting a church somewhere else, right? And you go in and you think, wow, it's a bunch of Jesus people. These are my people. And then you sit down and you're like, hey, And I'm confronted by the fact that, man, not everybody's as awesome as this church is. And how well you guys welcome the stranger and how well that you reach out. And so I, for one, appreciate that and recognize that. Jesus also said to clothe the naked. And I too have been, well, I won't go into that. And he said take care of those that are sick and in prison. To visit them. To care for them. I too have been on that sickness deathbed myself when I thought that I wasn't getting up. And had someone show up by my bed that inspired me and that I caught a glimpse of God in them. And it revived me and began to restore me so that I might be completely renewed. Joanna stayed by my bed the whole time I was sick. And still does today. Stands by me no matter what crazy thing I come up with. Even though she's gotten a little bit smarter about it, this week she's in Hilton Head backing me up. Thanks, hon. But she is there for me whenever I need it. And I know you've been there too, right? You've been there. You've been hungry. You've been thirsty. You've been sick. You've been naked. You've been a stranger. You've been all that. Sometimes somebody shows up and helps take care of it. Sometimes they don't. And you struggle through. But that's what Jesus is telling us, is that we need to show up for each other. We need to be there for each other. We need to serve each other. We need to give each other hope. Jesus flips the idea on us. This idea when we're hearing these words from Matthew 25, where he says, you know, you came and you did this, or in the case of our text today, you didn't do this. You did it to me. But then he flips it on us, doesn't he? He flips it and says, you know, the poor, the helpless, all these people, not only are they me, and you see them, you see me in them, but they see me in you. You see, people see Jesus in us when we're servants at heart. But that can be hard, can't it? Serving can be hard sometimes. It can be an inconvenient thing. It can be difficult. It can be tricky. It can be scary. It's definitely uncertain being a servant. But I think one thing is true, that every journey towards greatness takes a path through challenges of discomfort. God grows us, oftentimes the most, when we're at our lowest level, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Jesus said the greatest will be the servant. He mentioned it a couple times when he was comparing his disciples with the Pharisees and saying, you know what? Don't be like these guys. They're not servants. They're in it for the fame. They're in it so that everybody will notice them. But instead, if you really, really want to be great, serve. You know, on that last night, as Jesus and his disciples gathered around the dinner table for the last time before his crucifixion, disciples got into some squabble about who was the greatest. And Jesus said, you know who the greatest is? Is the one that serves all the others. And then he served them. He washed their feet. He showed them how he would give completely of himself. No greater friend than this is one that lays down their life for a friend. You know, I can't blame the disciples, though. We all want to be important, don't we? We all want to be significant in one way or the other. We want to make an impact in our world. But Jesus tells us it's about being a servant that will make a great impact. Dr. Martin Luther King, I think, offered up some great words to how we can become great. In one of his sermons, one of his last sermons before he was assassinated, he offered up these words. If you want to be important, wonderful. If you want to be recognized, wonderful. If you want to be great, wonderful. But recognize that he who is the greatest among you shall be your servant. That's a new definition of greatness. By using that definition of greatness, it means that everybody can be great. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics and physics to serve. You don't even have to know how to say it. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love to be great. If you have those things, you too can be a servant. You too can be great. Today we celebrate the greatest, the servants among us, those that have served others in one way or the other. We've got some incredible servants in this congregation. Some people that reach out in sickness, reach out when hope can't be found, reach out by offering restoration in many different ways. Today, we come prayerfully to the table of Jesus, and we remember that the greatest among us is the servant. So when we come up to communion, let's come up and ask God, how can I serve? How do you need me to serve others, O God? And let God's Spirit empower you to bring God's kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. Because when we do, this will be the greatest church that there ever was. I think we've got a pretty good start on it, folks. But there's always room to grow. May we grow. May we be great servants together.